Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Happy Valley Hobbies, and these are hobbies that make me happy. Apparently, we have a new theme song, or new countdown song, I guess. Uh, One of these things I'm actually planning on maybe uh, eventually actually doing my own intro and outro, but that's for another day. Let's see. Let's see. The phone is. I got the chat working. Hello there, Dave. There we are. Phone had a refresh, I guess. Um, Finally got a weekend that could actually get out and actually do something, without getting caught in a massive snowstorm. So that's good. Let's see, go that way. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why they changed the intro and all that, but so it is. All right, let's see. Got this. We'll pop this out. And we'll put this over here. Now on that side. There we go. So, yeah, it's actually nice weather working with us. And also, it looks like, hello there, Anfield Road. Also, apparently the white balance is not working properly either. You look a little orange for some reason. I know the lights are actually in the lighting this section of the area is actually very they're warm. They're a warm white, not a actual full white. But they used to actually turn around and hello there, Carrie. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's they're warm white instead of white. They're actually technically they are the lights of the room. This building was built in the late 60s, from what I understand, and instead of having dedicated light above, it's got their outlets here that are they're powered outlets. So when you turn on the quote light, you're turning on an outlet, which then you would have your own light plugged into, and that's well, that's how the bedroom and the main living area where this is set up. But yeah, the bathroom and kitchen and hallway are not. They're actually have actual fixtures in them. Which I actually probably have to turn around and just have to realize that they're set up with two bulbs and one of the bulbs went out, and I just have to realize, like, wait, this is a little, the kitchen's not as bright as I'm used to. So, but it's one of those things that StreamYard has made changes, and apparently the beginning the countdown theme, they changed the oh, excuse me, they changed on that. So, well, tonight's episode is Trussing the Bridge, and basically my plan is to at least add the trusses to the bridge and then maybe next week actually start covering the trusses. So let's switch over cameras, and they didn't change the how to change turn around how to change the camera, which would have been nice, so you can actually have easier transitions, instead of going into settings and then changing cameras from there. First, Bob turning around and bobbing the camera because it's in a janky position. But one thing I forgot to do last week, so I had to turn around and redo it. Let go. There we go. I actually forgot to put the stringers in, so I had to retake these off and put the stringers in and put them back on. Now these stringers are I wound up doing the ones on the end as with the covered bridge, which are a little bit wider because of the walls. So went that direction. All right. So now basically we're going to be adding the trusses. See, first probably should add the cord first, and then do possibly this style of truss. Not sure if putting the cross braces in. I think I can get away with that because, well, there's no actual. Most of the structure on this is actually the stringer. You don't really need. I don't think you really need the truss part of it, but also you don't have to worry about adding all the little details and all that, like the nut and bolt castings and all that, because they're all hidden. So might have to turn around and maybe put one's on the bottom or something like that. But let's build the trusses and see where we get there. We need, let's see, 6x10 on both. 6x10, 6x10. Oh. All right, on this, it's all 6x10s, but on this, it's 6x10 and 6x6. And since basically we're using this kit, it's probably smarter to go this direction. So let's go 6x6. Now these, if you notice, I do not have stain because what's going to happen is that eventually this is going to be covered. So that's why I did not change them, or stain them, I should say. Let's open up this package. 6x6s. So I had to go back to the old lights that I was using over the workbench because of, well, apparently for the past 2 weeks they were I was getting back interference from the brighter lights, which is annoying. Uh, so let's switch this over here. All right, that makes sense. So cut that there. And we're going to need 4 of these. I'm gonna. I should have done this before going on camera. And that is throwing a new blade. This will make this so much easier. This is one of the disadvantages of not having a sharp blade. All right, I'm annoyed enough to go and look for said sharp blades. There we are. It was around here somewhere. So slide off the bad ones, put it in the used blade container, and grab new one. Why is this new one not coming out of the box? It should be coming right out. Why is it not coming out? It's slowly coming out. I have to. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab Let's see. No, it should be here somewhere. Nah, forget it. Look for it when off screen. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this without getting cut. Oh, this is just annoying and embarrassing. There we go. Fine. There we go. Now this cutting should be a whole lot quicker. And last but not least, now grab the sander. And these particular ones are all 90 degree. So we'll shave off there a little bit, make it all 90 degree-ish. Since these are small, I can get away with, just doing it real quickly with this. Now, flip these over and use this over here to make it all the same width or length. Let's making sure that they're still the same lengths. Now for the fun part. Right. Let's put this aside for a second. Six by six over there. This over here. So this is a lot closer. Okay. First things first, we need to add these cord. I guess they're called cords. Yeah, there we are. Smaller setup. So, how is everyone doing in their respective areas? As I said at the beginning, it's nice to actually have a weekend without impending snowstorm. There we go. All right. So you can do this. Actually, let's grab the other one as I drop everything onto the floor. That's interesting. I got it on live chat, so I did not get all the messages because it's still on top chat. Right. Oh, that's annoying. Oh. Looking all over on the floor to this piece, and I got caught in my pant leg. So let's put this. Let's put this over here, and hopefully it doesn't make things go awry. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Well, hello there, Eugene. Thank you for coming in. You gotta stand for the phone. Let's grab this one. At the right of Voorheesville. Nice. Hello there, real artist. Hopefully the burgers are good. Hello there, Sidetracks. Thank you for coming in. Well, that's good, Dave, that you're feeling better. It's nothing more annoying than trying to get things done and feeling like blah. I gotta redo the glue on this. This one I get suricate, I gotta be careful because I don't want to get glue on everything else. Get that there. All right, now let's do this side. Yeah, Dave, I think you're close enough that we have, well, possibly the same weather system. Pretty much depends on how far down the weather system decided to encompass you. Now I'm going to flip this over. Leave this on for a second. Now, there's a lot of times with these wood kits is that if you need to make adjustments, you can. So this, we'll be adding this here. Unfortunately, it's not a good camera angle. These are the uprights. Which the square can be used to square things up. Unfortunately, it's not a very good view from the overhead camera. So once things are dried a little bit, I'll bring it around so people can see what I actually did with the uprights. There, let's go here. See, hopefully everything stays nice and straight. Let's put this over here and make sure that it's nice and straight in this direction. Of course, I hit it so it's not straight on that side. Glue is starting to settle. Alright. Alright, I'm going to do the top chord using this. So I need 1 or 6 by 10. Let's put it right on top. Say, almost put it. Just about to say, almost put it on top of glue, but it looks like I actually put it on top of the glue. 1 by 6, 3 by 6, 1 by 12s. It's 1 by 6. This 10 by 6. Which is, yeah, this is a 10 by 6. All right. So 10 by 6s are they are stained. I think I did not realize they need to be stained, but they're stained anyway. All right, so let's say we have to sure that the glue has been dried. That doesn't stick to the bottom one. We need 2 of these. These are the top chords. First one we're going to do is this one, which is gonna give us the top chord. It's indented. Ooh, cooked steak tacos for dinner. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'll probably do that after the show and before the start of Sidetrack Sunday. Who's doing Sidetrack Sunday tonight? Okay. And we go this way. And once we added the little mark of what it is, you just put the blade back underneath there, off the paper so you don't hurt the paper. You can go this direction. And then we repeat it for the other side. And if I need to, it's slightly off camera, but the sander is over here. Sort of, let's get the burrs off of it. Nothing too crazy. And repeat the process for the other side. And the angle, I should be able to just flip it over and yeah, just flip it over and match it on this side. And do the same thing. Using this as a template. That's for the top cord. Those are the two top chords. Now to do the side chords, or brace. Basically, it's the same. I think it's the same angle here. It's the same angle here, but then this is a different angle down here. All right, Randall. Thank you for coming in. 12-hour yard shift. Oof. My last full-time job was 10-hour shifts, but it was only a 4-day work week. So pretty much every weekend was a 3-day weekend because we rarely worked on Fridays. Okay, there's that. Let's compare that, and yeah, it's a different angle. So make this, we'll match that angle there. Flip that over, and then copy this angle. Now it seems that you have an interesting job, Randall, but I'd have to say there's a lot of times it seems that you're not home. So I don't know if that's normal for your job, because I think when we first were on these live streams, it was close to your home, so you were home all the time. But now it's like, it seems that you're traveling farther and farther away from home. Sometimes I think I should have had the serrated one, but serrated one is also like a flat saw or something like that, which doesn't quite work out sometimes. All right, now that's going to be a small piece. Sure if I'm going to be not sure if it's going to be too small, but put that little back in the bag. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's going to be long enough. But since it's pre-weathered, we can just throw it on the side of the roadbed and all that, and say it's for something else. Okay, these are 2 sides. We need 2 more sides. Yep, going back to Kansas. Now, being far so away from home, would it be advantageous for you, Randall, to move to Kansas? Or is this supposed to be a temporary thing for you? Okay, we'll go that direction. That's there. Yeah, that makes sense, Randall. They're moving you all across the country. I mean, there was a short time I was working for Sperry Rail Service, and I sort of joke that I traveled the country and went nowhere. Because, constantly on the rail car going from, place to place to inspect rail. But it was very hard to actually get off the rail car, because there's times that we wound up in places that remember there's one place where went to somewhere in Pennsylvania where they're like, hey, we know where there's a laundromat and all that, and we get to the laundromat to do our laundry, and apparently it was burnt down something like 5 or 6 years ago. But Google still had it as an actual business, but it was not. The interesting thing is that the chief operator did have his he had his own vehicle with him, so basically there's four guys on the vehicle, and you had trying to think now, apprentice operator, that's what I was, and the chief operator, and then I think there were two normal operators. And one of the operators, his job was basically to drive the chief operator's vehicle and meet him at the next location. Because there was no way to, there was no way to add a flat car at the back end of the rail car to have it so he could bring the vehicle with him. But the interesting thing is now they were in the process of transitioning over to high railers. So all they would have to so instead of staying on the vehicle 24/7, it wound up being that the vehicle could, they always had to go stop off at a hotel, because the high railers weren't large enough to have an actual place to sleep in. It was all taken up by test equipment. Okay, so that's that. Now, this is how the bridge is now. Say we start gluing. We're going to be needing more glue. The interesting thing is that this says washable clear glue. Well, thing is, pretty much the glue that using on this stuff is washable. So okay, so let's dab the tops. Now this gets a little tricky. Pretty much towards the very end here. All right. It seems to work. We'll do these. I'm trying to get the ends as close as, everything's all nice and straight and appropriate. This looks like it might be a little bit not straight. All right, let's double check with the square, how square they are. Ooh, might not be able to because this square is just a little bit too large. Let's try this. That looks square. This looks square. Let's flip this over here, which hopefully is square. All right, that's going to be square that way. At least visually square. All right, now do these. Let's see which ones are. All right, the shallower one's on top, so we'll put that on top. So you just do the edge on that. Whereas this, not only doing just the end, but we're also putting just a little bit on the side. That should go that way. Now these are not lining up as they should be lining up. Since they're going to be covered, you might be able to get away with that. Okay, we got that. Same thing with this one. But this one gets the other side. Yeah, that one's actually spotted. now on to this side. And it looks like we might have to trim some of these as they're sticking out. These are sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to shave these off. You want to go through the paper, but there we go. Let's bring this over here so it goes through the paper, not the, or the wax paper, not the actual drawing. Let's save the drawing for maybe next time. If I wind up building more bridges, but that would also require, I want to say, much larger layout. Right now, this would be my third bridge. And I already also have a trestle. That trestle is would be considered narrow gauge, not what happened here? Okay, I went too far. But that's going to be covered up, so anyone happen to know who's on Sidetrack Sunday tonight? You didn't take a close look to when I turn on the computer, a close look on upcoming live streams. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Ray. But if I am correct or wrong, please let me know. If I was smart, I would have thrown this through the sander to get all the things all straight. Because I'm not really following the instructions because, well, it's not really instructions for this. I got either the normal bridge or the covered bridge. Not a covered truss bridge. There we go. It's not done. These. Is that going to work? It's not going to be a great fit. But then again, this is not going to be seen, so you can get away with things not being perfect. Let's try with this one. It's slightly out of alignment, so this actually let's try it this way. Okay. That away. And let's put this one in this position. All right, the main trusses are done. Of course, we gotta let everything dry. Let's see. All right, so we need more 6x10s, specifically for the side cords. So let's take that little fuzz off of this one. All right, need to change this from here to this side. So we can do the diagonal bracings. Diagonal bracings are much more sharper this way. So let's grab this. Take this off camera so it doesn't get sticky everywhere else. And we will. How close is it to this one? Slightly off. Let's say we score a line here and put it through sander. Do we have the right angle? Not quite yet. We're getting close. Now I could theoretically measure the angle and then fix, put the angle on this, but I'm sort of kind of lazy tonight. Okay, now, yeah, it's close enough. Here we go here. Need this really steep angle. Ooh, did not expect that. So, all right, that'll work. And then flip this direction. Here we go, the top chord. Yeah, on top of the chord to mark it. Okay, we got 2 of them. Let's see. Let me double check. Is this the same size? Yes. So we need. If I need one, I did buy more of the right stuff. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're only literally short by 1. And same thing with the buying the 8x12 cord or cord. I was literally short by 1. Now, can I get it? Nope. And this is even shorter yet, so nope, just did not have the stuff for it. All right. So we'll do this one. And don't worry about having to turn around and actually let's bring that just a little bit further up. Don't worry about needing to be staining it because this will be covered. One of the interesting things is that I have seen variations where these outriggers are not covered, so that there is a variation with that. And what I probably will wind up doing is I'll cover the main trusses, and if there's anything left over, cut them for the size. And I think I have enough for the size because I got plenty of 1x12s. And the way the covering is, we do it doesn't go as high as a covered bridge because they don't have to worry about getting it high enough so that it actually winds up covering said bridge. So now we go here. Let's double check something. Oh, it is 7:49. It is pretty much time for Sidetrack Sunday. Yeah, basically just going to be gluing them here. Let's get this done quickly. But get that. That. And it's around. So now we have this bridge trussed. and so this is what it looks like. Looks like this is a little bent and all that, but we'll just put that on the back side of the bridge. And we'll keep this as the front side of the bridge. So we're making sure that this stays nice looking. Okay, we need to add out a bit. Bring that over. So yeah, that's what the bridge, this is what a covered truss bridge would look like. Well, also adding braces in the center there for a covered truss bridge. So basically, let that dry over the week, and then tomorrow or next Sunday, adding the 1x2. Well, let's see, it's not just adding the 1x12s. There's also upon looking at this, there's also adding, what do they call them? It looks like we're adding what's called a post, which are these, and then nail strapping. And I think these posts are actually wound up attaching to the first the post gets connected, and then they add the nail strapping. And since this is on both sides of the truss, I would have to do both, and then add the siding. So that probably maybe get the post and the nail strapping in next week, and then after that sheathing. So still have at least another month on doing the bridge itself, but then eventually we will get to a point. Sorry for the bouncing camera. Right. Yeah. All right, let's switch over cameras. Go that way. All right, so let's see if we do have who's on tonight. It is Mr. Bobel, and there are 13 people already over there. For those who are interested in the large scale stuff, Mr. Victovid is doing something. I don't really watch him that much, mainly because, well, I don't do large scale, but every now and then I poke my nose with him just to say hi and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I guess I'll see everyone over, after making dinner and all that. I'll see people over on Ray's channel. So as for my sign off of, I believe that the world needs more love. So find your passion, add some silliness to it, and Spread it around. Bye, everyone.